ever hit a point where nothing works? The breath, the body scan, the pause, when not even mindfulness can hold what's happening in your life? Because if so, then this one is for you. This week has been bad for me. It's been real crazy. I have been running a 12-person show solo, all by myself. I was already exhausted, really. And then it snowballed. My kids came in nonstop asking for different things. The dogs, again, fighting. Then my husband comes in making plans without even consulting with me. I mean, I knew I was busy and all, but I also am not invisible. I was just not ready to commit at that time. Then my phone started ringing. Everyone started calling. My friends, my family, needing a different thing from me. If you've ever felt like everything is closing in all at once and there's nowhere to go and your practice is not working at that moment, then this is for you. I was maxed out with no buffer left. There was honestly nothing I can do. I felt right at the edge. I had no more bandwidth for anything at that time. It was just too much. I bet you know that feeling. I know I'm not the only one who sometimes feels like everything is coming from all different directions all at once. And then it just hits you like at that same exact moment. I didn't even have the capacity and the bandwidth to yell, to be angry, to scream. I walked out and got away almost like a ghost. It's not because I was grounded, because I was not grounded. I went to the backyard. It was quiet, dark. I was able to see the sky, which had these beautiful clouds that were shifting and moving in and out. Like the practice says, be the sky, right? Be open like the sky. Let everything happen like the clouds moving in and out. But that wasn't happening with me. I was not able to let the feelings and everything I was experiencing to just pass through like a cloud at that time. I could feel the heat rising in my body. I could feel the energy, static just buzzing in and out everywhere. I could feel my heart beating fast. So even though the clouds were shifting and I was trying to be like the sky, it just wasn't actually happening. I was not able to calm. I was not able to be centered, and I was not able to practice at that moment. Then came the thoughts creeping in. It said, you teach this. You should know better than this. Why are you not able to settle down, recenter? Why can't you do that? I heard my own voice telling me this in my thoughts, in and out, one after the other, zipping in. And that's the trap, isn't it? Isn't that the trap where sometimes our thought patterns start to be negative and tell us we're less than, or we should be doing more than we're doing, or why aren't we doing something different than we actually have the capacity for? That's when it actually hit me. My thoughts were not telling me the truth. It was just literally a passing thought, but it didn't make it true because I'm still human and I was still maxed out. And that's also okay. And instead of trying to fix it, push it away, make it something else, recognizing that I just really did need the space and the moment to just be with all the insanity that was happening right then and there, not leaving myself at that moment, that was the win. Because sometimes the practice works and you can catch it before everything happens, and sometimes it doesn't work. And that's not failure. That's just actually how life is. Maybe I'll catch it and maybe I won't. Maybe you'll catch it and maybe you won't. But the point is to come back to the practice, to come back to mindfulness in motion after the fact, to see, were the signs actually there? What did I actually experience? Am I actually able to learn from this so that I can catch it maybe just a half a second before, or maybe just walk out a half a second sooner instead of letting the overwhelm actually overwhelm, right? So it's not perfection, but it's practice. It's practice in motion, just a little bit less suffering and pain for my family and suffering and pain for me. And that is 100% and always absolutely worth it. When I came back in the house, it's not like everything was fixed, because it wasn't. I was still upset. I was still overwhelmed. I could still feel everything happening inside of my own experience. But the difference was I didn't allow that to dictate how I interacted with my family. I didn't let that control me. I was able to truly respond instead of reacting, while also being with myself, not pretending I didn't exist in that process. That is an absolute win of mindfulness in motion. So this landed. I mean, this was a raw one for me. Stick around, because we are just getting started, and we are talking mindfulness in motion, raw, true, unfiltered, what happens off the cushion, not when everything is quiet and perfect and everything around you is butterflies and sunshine, because that's not life all the time. And that's okay. But this is about being with life, truly messy, chaotic as it is. So may this be a benefit to you and all those you love.